Hey guys, you feeling stressed? You feeling overwhelmed? Feel like you can't quite catch your breath? Well, you're not alone, because most of us have a moment or two or more in our life where we can feel and get stuck in this state. But grounding yourself and resetting is not as complicated as you think. And in this video today, I'm going to teach you 3 simple techniques that you can use today to begin to engage in resetting your nervous system and getting back out there to be effective. Hi, I'm Travis Goodman. I'm a licensed therapist and mindset coach, and I'm going to teach you these 3 techniques today in this video, grounded in Polyvagal Theory, to help you reset your nervous system and get back out there and be effective in your life. So the first one is deep, slow, mindful breathing. Now I know what you're thinking. Hey Travis, I do deep breathing. I do take deep breaths, but it doesn't do much for me. But I want to posit to you that actually taking controlled, mindful, and specific breathing techniques actually is the quickest way engaging your vagus nerve to reset your nervous system. So how it works, or the mechanism of action, is that it actually activates the vagus nerve, which is at the bottom of the brainstem, down into the heart, down into the abdomen, into the gut. And as you take deep breaths, e.g. that kind of diaphragmatic breathing, that activates that vagus nerve in the gut and in the abdomen, and that's also activating in the heart, and it's promoting digestion, it's promoting relaxation. And through that diaphragmatic breathing, it's engaging the parasympathetic nervous system state, which is the state of relaxation. It's the state of health, growth, and restoration. As you take that deep breaths and you do that back and forth, it's moving you from that kind of fight flight, again, mobilized state of sympathetic, and promoting a grounded state. The other mechanism of action is heart rate variability. So when you're engaging in deep breaths, when you're taking that slow, controlled breath work pattern, it increases HRV, heart rate variability. And this is an indicator of a well-functioning autonomic nervous system. So those higher rates of HRV is often associated with better stress resilience and emotional regulation. So there's 3 techniques I'm going to teach you today around deep breathing. Number 1 is diaphragmatic breathing. And that is quite simply, you breathe in the nose, follow that breath down into the abdomen, into the belly, into the abdomen, diaphragmatic breathing. And if you kind of hold your belly there, it feels tight. If you were to hit it, it's nice and firm. That means you know you're going deep into the belly. And as you exhale through the abdomen, kind of allowing that to kind of expand and contract, it's then moving it through the lungs back out the mouth. And as you do that, it's allowing the oxygen to go deep into the lower parts of the lungs, deep into the belly. And for you singers out there, or those that play wind instruments, know this diaphragmatic breathing is great. You have that control. And again, that's helping engage the vagus nerve. The next breathwork pattern is the 4-7-8 pattern. And this is where you inhale through the nose for 4 seconds. You pause and hold for, I'd say, 5 to 7 seconds. 7 seconds might be a little much at first, but start with 5, work your way up to 7, and then exhale for at least 8 seconds. And why you want to have a longer exhale, why you want to slowly count to 8, is that is engaging more of the HRV, that heart rate variability. It's allowing the heart rate to drop lower. It's engaging that longer kind of vagus nerve exercise, promoting more relaxation and deep calm. And you want to do this for a few minutes. And this last technique is very similar to 4-7-8. It's called box breathing or square breathing. This is where you inhale through the nose for 4 seconds, you hold for 4 seconds, you exhale for 4 seconds, and then pause again for 4 seconds, and you repeat. And a technique I also teach my clients as well is, and this is like another level of engagement, is you kind of find a square or rectangular object in your room or your environment, and as you're breathing in, you kind of draw it with your eyes. So you kind of draw up one side for 4, you hold for 4, you draw down as you exhale for 4, and then you go to the bottom of the object for 4 seconds. And this kind of helps just a secondary engagement, keeping your mind more focused, kind of out of maybe the thoughts or stresses in your head that are already activating you, and it's getting you more grounded and present in the moment. So some of the benefits of doing deep breathing is stress reduction, is improved sleep, and it's improved focus. So the second technique is vocalization. Very similar to deep breathing, this also activates the vagus nerve, promoting relaxation and promoting social engagement and calmness. So if we look at the mechanisms of action in vocalization, again, very similar to deep breathing, is that it also stimulates the vagus nerve. And again, it's connected to the bottom of the brainstem, and that goes down into the heart and into the gut and through the vocal cords. So when you hum, when you sing, when you chant, that vibration is engaging that vagus nerve stimulation. And so when you do that, when you're engaging the vagus nerve stimulation through the vibration, this is promoting that activation of the parasympathetic branch of the nervous system. So moving you from that kind of mobilized fight flight state and moving you into a rest and digest state, which is that kind of parasympathetic state, that calmness. It's kind of communicating to your body more cues of safety versus threat. finally, that last mechanism of action similar to deep breathing is the HRV, or heart rate variability. Again, as you activate the vocal cords and the vibrations, activating the vagus nerve at the bottom of the brainstem and kind of in the throat, it can help modulate heart rate variability, which again is a key indicator of autonomic nervous system function. So there's 3 types of vocalization, and as a quick caveat, you don't need to be the next best singer for the band, or you're not trying out for karaoke. It does not matter if you are tone deaf or not tone deaf. This is for everybody. All of us can activate through vocalization the vibrations in our vocal cords. And so the 3 types, whether you think you sound great or not, the first one is humming. It's simple enough. You start humming to a tune. Doesn't matter the tune, make up the tune. But as you hum, that vibration is signaling to the vagus nerve, again, to promote rest and digest, promoting parasympathetic nervous system response, to move you to groundedness, to move you to health, growth, and restoration, just simply through humming. Singing is the other one, as you might have guessed. Again, don't need to be the best singer. Sing in your shower, sing in your car alone. If you could sing in front of people, if that's your thing. But singing also has that same vocalization vibration, activating the vagus nerve, communicating to your body, health, growth, and restoration, rest and digest, again, moving you out of that kind of activated state. And also with singing, there's often this kind of rhythmic back and forth, and the body also responds well to these rhythms of this in and out, and it can have a calming effect as well. And finally, chanting. You might have heard people doing the Om or other type of chants in some videos, or maybe you've been to a yoga class, or you've watched this on YouTube, or you've seen other people doing this. Like, why are they doing that? Well, the reality is it has a very real effect and impact on your vagus nerve, and again, promoting health, growth, and restoration, moving you from an activated state into a grounded ventral state. And some of the benefits of regularly engaging in vocalization practices is increased emotion regulation, being able to navigate through distressing states, and it's also helping with improved focus and concentration. Number 3, and finally, is social connection. Social connection is vital. It's vital for regulating our nervous system and enhancing feelings of safety and connection and well-being, as accordance with the Polyvagal Theory. See, we are actually hardwired to be in relationships, hardwired to seek out safety. This is also known as something called co-regulation, that we can co-regulate our nervous system response in the presence of others. So here are some of the mechanisms of action of social connection. So we got the ventral vagal complex. Again, as we're connected with other people, we're engaging in this kind of co-regulation, nervous system to nervous system. And as we engage in some positive social interactions, as it activates that ventral vagal complex, it can promote calmness, it can reduce stress, and it could feel a sense of connection to others. Another key component is oxytocin release. Oxytocin is also known as the cuddle or bonding hormone, and this is released in a lot of ways, one of which is positive social interactions. And as we release oxytocin, it promotes feelings of trust, reducing stress and anxiety. And the last mechanism of action is mirror neurons. So as we engage with others, it activates our mirror neurons in the brain, which play a vital role in empathy and understanding. And these can foster a sense of connection and regulation. So a few practices and how you can engage in social connection like this is, number 1 is face-to-face interactions, getting off the screen, getting off the phone, but getting in the presence of the other, having dialogues face to face, being able to see other people's facial expressions. And actually, that mirror neurons get more activated in the presence of others in a physical space. It's also where the nervous system is able to play off the other nervous systems of the people in front of you. Physical touch is another big one of releasing oxytocin and helping the ventral vagal complex get online. So through hugging, through holding hands, even a pat on the back can activate that, can stimulate that in the body. And finally, active listening. Active listening, being fully present with your friend, with your partner, and vice versa. If someone is actively listening to you, that again is engaging this kind of social connection, communicating groundedness, communicating safety, helping the nervous system reset. Some of the benefits of social connection is emotional support, is enhancing your overall well-being, and it's reducing that sense of loneliness and isolation. All right, so there you have it. 3 powerful ways to reset and ground your nervous system system through deep breathing, vocalization, and social connection. So none of this requires a tremendous amount of expensive equipment or a tremendous amount of time of your day. However, doing these practices on a regular basis can transform your life. If you found this helpful, hit the like and subscribe button for more content on building emotional and mental strength. And I'd love to hear which one of these are you going to try out today, this week, and I'd love to hear how it goes. And until next time, stay strong and stay grounded.